Hello. Hey guys, so hey, thanks for coming back. I appreciate your support for my videos, even though this might be your first. If this is your first time watching my videos, I suggest go watch the first one because I might use some terms in here that you don't understand, like the title of this video. I mean, do you know what IDE stands for or what it actually means? So go back and check video one if you need some help. Um, so Welcome to Project RGO, Visual Basic 2008, number 2. Well, today I'm gonna show you how to get the IDE, and since I already have the IDE installed, and I really don't want to screw anything up by uninstalling it, I'm gonna install another product from them, but the installation is exactly the same. So, don't worry if it looks a little awkward and stuff. So, first thing we're gonna do is download the installer, run the installer, and finish up. Once we've done that, we're all ready to go. So I'm gonna close out of this, and we should be good. Okay, so you're gonna want to open up your internet browsing program. I suggest Firefox. Really good. So now look up my visual. Sorry, I'm having keyboard problems today. So Visual Basic 2008 Express Edition download. I'll have this in the description of this video. So click that, the first one, and click download now. Next, you're going to want to choose, you're going to go to Visual Basic and choose your thing. Then you're going to want to click download, and you should get there. See, I already have these three installed because I already own the Visual Studio for like $2,000 or something like that. And it keeps upgrading, so that's nice. I'm just gonna install Visual C Sharp, but it looks exactly like this, just blue tint and different name. So if you're confused, leave a comment or a video response, because I'm more likely to respond to a video response, because you know that you would put that much effort into responding. So here you go. Let's I'm gonna break out here and let you download and install it. I think you know how to do that if you're gonna program. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. I downloaded it, but for me, I did something else. You just gotta wait for this to load. Depends on your computer. Now, right here, see, I actually have the disk, and I copied it. And there's an application that you double click and it lets you install all of the Visual Basic products. So, I have the actual application, but it should work for you. I'm installing the C Sharp one, as you know, just to make sure everything's nice and clean looking, because it'd be a little awkward if you mess up. Now, today, I am gonna make sure that this works pretty good, because if it doesn't, this tutorial will be released. Another note, don't run any high priority applications, like, let's say, don't run, oh, I don't know, something like JCreator or Photoshop or something like that. Don't run those. Okay, so here's the setup, as you can see, and I'm gonna help improve the setup by sending information about my experiences to Microsoft Corporation. I check that, click next. Now there should be this thing, read through it, check out my power rating skills. Almost done. Check that out. Okay, next. Now there should be, before this, there should be a option to install the server 86X thing. Check that, click next. Now for you, there should be this should be download install or something like that, and you should have a lot more here, like 2 gigs maybe. Click install. Now for me, since I have the CD, which I'm installing from right now, it doesn't have to download because all the files are there. Just has to install them onto my computer. So once it's done, you go to wait. So I'm gonna cut out here for you guys again because this will take a while. Just like I said, don't run any high priority applications. Don't run Microsoft Word. You can internet browse, but nothing that takes up more RAM than Microsoft Word. No video games and stuff like iTunes. That's fine. Um, this is fine. It all depends on your computer. Like if you have a 64 X-bit Vista, go ahead and run whatever you want, but just make sure you have like 4 gigs of RAM or 2 gigs or 1 gig, just not 512 MB. So yeah, I'm gonna cut out here. Yeah, have a nice time. Hey guys, back from that long wait. It's at 100% almost to end. Um, just want to see how you guys were doing. If you had a crash during your thing, don't worry. Click the exit button and just click close. Um, Reminder, because this happened to me once. You go back, open the program again, and it should install perfectly fine. Because it keeps the download saved, so you won't have to go through that long download time again. Also, just to make sure, I really, 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 really hope that you did not do anything at all to disable the Microsoft Net Framework installation because that's our main part. So just to clarify on that. Also, if you're still getting confused about the Microsoft Visual C Sharp, I'm installing that instead of the let's see. I'm gonna cut this out. Visual Basic because I don't want to damage my Visual Basic. So there it goes. It's finished. I think it's got the check mark of death, which means it's finished. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to post a contact. Actually, after the third video, which will explain how to make your first program and stuff, I'm gonna post a contest for advanced and under users and whatever. So just to notify. Okay, so it should be done. We're here. It should say it has been installed successfully. Visual Basic has been installed. Blah blah blah. Exit, and it should send the feedback if you enabled that, which I did. Waiting for that, and that should be pretty much everything you need to know. At that point, you can go to your start button, and your compiler should be right inside. Wait for that to load for me. You can have a slow computer. And there it is for me right here. So I'm going to put that right next to my other compilers right here. Because this has my Visual Studio Tools, the Visual Studio command prompt. And those are my 3 compilers I've installed right now. But you should have this one. It's there, you can double click it. But don't do anything. I really doubt you should before the next video comes out. So thanks guys for watching another one of my tutorials. Have a good day. Just remember that you can do this with all the other compilers or IDEs, as I explained. Yeah, so have a nice day. Tune in for number 3, please. Bye.